We were discussing about Simantonnayana. And I was telling we have got several instructions in the Vedas and in the Upaveda, Ayurveda, and in some Smriti Granthas, Smriti texts, would have some reference to the Simantonnayana. The basic purpose of Simantonnayana is to focus on the mental development of the child in the womb. That we are clear. So regarding that, some instructions are given in the Upaveda Ayurveda. Then we'll go to Vedic ritual and how the things are done there. So first I will refer to this Sushruta Samhita, which is a major text in the Ayurveda. Sushruta Samhita. Here what he says we will see. Saptame Sarvanga Pratyanga Vibhagaha Pravyaktataraha. Ashtame Asthiri Bhavati Vojaha. Ashtame Asthiri Bhavati Vojaha. Tatra Jataha Chenna Jivet. When I spell it, it's Chet na Jivet. Chenna Jivet. Nirojastvat. I repeat. Saptame Sarvanga Pratyanga Vibhagaha Pravyaktataraha. Ashtame Asthiri Bhavati Vojaha. Tatra Jataha Chet na Jivet Nirojastvat. As I told earlier, what happens in the womb month after month, week after week, how it develops, it has been discussed in detail in Ayurveda. An excerpt I am giving from this. Saptame Sarvanga. Saptame means Saptame Mase, by the 7th month. Saptame Sarvanga Pratyanga Vibhagaha Pravyaktataraha. That is all the organs, external, all the organs, of course internal also, would have developed. And the external organs, what has been developed, will be visible through our scanning or something. Eyes would have been formed, nose would have been formed, the ear and ear lobes would have been formed, limbs would have been formed by the 7th month. Usually only by that time, those who are interested where law allows it, they go for sex determination. There is a boy or a girl. But here in India, it is a crime. They have not allowed it. Because generally what happens is, if it is a female, they go for aborting it quite earlier also. So there will be an indication, but here by this time it will be complete. The growth of the organs will be complete by the 7th month. Ashtame Asthiri Bhavati Vojaha. Voja means the internal strength. The internal strength of the child would not have been stabilized even by the 8th month. It needs some more time. Dashami Mase is a regular word what you have heard already. So 9 months and above, the fetus would have received all its strength and would be quite strong enough to carry on the things independently without the support of the mother. Then the delivery happens. That we had seen. It says, Ashtami, even by the 8th month, complete strength and stability would not have been gained by the child. Now, this way to look in the latest perspective, that is, some children are born by the 7th or 8th month. 8th month, there is some chances, but it is very bleak. 7th month, it is still very bleak, and the probability of the child surviving is very little. Probability is very little in 7th, better in the 8th month, but still not very strong, not very healthy. This is what we call in these days as a premature birth, birth before maturity. And here he says, Tatra jataha chet, if the child is born prematurely, then na jivet nirojastvat, because it's not stable, the possibility of it surviving is very low. He says it will not survive at all. But today some modern science and equipments have been created, like the incubator and the other things, and they have got a prenatal processes and procedures. So somehow they try to make the child live, survive. One minute. So, this prenatal or premature birth, of course, it involves a lot of complications, and they have got prenatal procedures and premature birth, and they handle it somehow. Even then, if the child survives also, it will not be as stable and strong as a child which is born after its full stay in the womb. That difference will always be there. So this is what Sushruta observes. This is what happens in the 7th month. The organs are visible and clear. Then the 8th month, it's not yet ready for delivery because it doesn't have that stability and inner strength. And if by chance a child is born during that period, 7th or 8th month, then the probability of its living is too low. So this Sushruta's observation. Then he again says in one more place, Tatha is another place. Tatha cha dauhridayam narim dauhridini ityabhichakshate. Tatha cha dauhridayam narim dauhridini ityabhichakshate. Iti abhichakshate. Iti abhichakshate. Tatha cha dauhridayam narim dauhridini iti abhichakshate. So here what it says is, by the 8th month, that pregnant lady is called as dauhridini, one having two hearts. I think it is very clear. One who is having two hearts. That's one is her own heart. The other one is the heart of the child in her womb. So she has got two hearts. Generally. It's a couplet or it's a twin or a triplet or quadruplet. Okay, it could be more number of hearts. But it's very, very rare. It's very rare. Generally, dauhridini. Dauhridini is two. If it's a twin in the womb, it could be Trihridini. Okay, fine. It could be. There is scope. There is scope for more than one Hridaya in one body. So this is a special case. Usually, every one of us, we have got our own Sharirindriya Manas, our own. When I say our own, I cannot see with your eyes, you cannot listen through my ears. That's very clear. So our own we have got. And in every body there is one soul, one Atma. So that is the usual procedure. The exceptional case is a pregnant lady. In case of pregnant lady, you will have two souls or maybe three. It depends. It's inevitable because the other soul which is in her has to have its own Sharirindriya Manas, and that is being manufactured in her. And that manufacture is for the sake of that soul. So the soul is given a shelter in the womb of the mother, and in the womb a Sharirindriya Manas exclusively for the use of that Atma which has come into the womb is being manufactured. So that's the only exceptional case. All other cases where people say, some god has come in me, a ghost has come on me, all those things, it's all fake and it's all mental distortions. Let us be clear about that. Such things will never happen. Only exception is a pregnant lady. Okay, then, Dauhridini. This needs a bit of explanation because one experience of mine is associated with what Dauhridini, one with two hearts. I was giving a lecture and I was based on this and other Veda mantras. After that, she is having two hearts, and the hearts will function by the 8th month, I said. At the end of the lecture, when this question and answer hour was there, then one doctor stood up. I'm not a doctor, I make it clear. A doctor, he stood up and said, what you have said is a wrong information. The heart of a child starts functioning by the 4th or the 5th month. If you come to my clinic, I'll show you. With the help of stethoscope, with the help of scanning and other things, I'll show you. The heart of a child starts working by the 4th or the 5th month, but it gave us the information that it starts by the 8th month. So there is some gap in what you are telling. Then this Dauhridini came to my help. This Dauhridini. I said, what you say is right. That I'm not objecting. But the meaning of the word Dauhridini is one with two hearts. When I say two independent hearts. That's the point here. The heart of the mother also works independently, and the heart of the child also works independently. That's why we call it as two. Till such time, that is, till the heart of the child becomes independent and works, it is not independent and it is part of the mother's body, and we consider it as an organ of the mother only, and we don't count it as one heart, separate heart. That's why here the word they have used, Dauhridini, for a pregnant lady who is around the 8th month of pregnancy. Hridaya is there, right? It starts working, yes, but it is prompted by, it is supported by the mother, and it's not functioning independently. When it starts functioning independently, then you say it is a separate entity, and you say there are two hearts. We count 1, 2, because they are separate. If one is dependent on it, it's as good as the one only. It's as good as one, and it's not two. And for me, the supporting word is Dauhridini, just now what I referred. Then the doctor said, yes, it is convincing, I agree with you. That's fine. Why I'm telling you is, it's not for what answer I gave, how clear they are while using these words that I'm interested in. Sushruta, he is explaining very clearly, it's Dauhridini, two hearts, the one with two hearts. This one from Sushruta. Then we have got a few more from Ayurveda Shastra. I'll quote it because they are all derived from the Vedic mantras. The next one is Yeshu Yeshu Indriyartheshu Yeshu Yeshu Indriyartheshu Dauhdeva Vimanana Dauhdeva Vimanana. One vertical line. Dauhdeva Vimanana Prajayate Sutasyarthi Prajayate Sutasyarthi Tasmin Tatha Indriye Tasmin Tatha Indriye. The gist of this shloka from Sushruta is when she is pregnant and she is Dauhrudi, that is when two hearts are there and functioning. At that point of time, whatever interests she takes, whatever sense organs she uses, the same will have an imprint, will have an influence on the child in the womb, and the child also develops in the same way. He just imitates what the mother does. That's the meaning of this whole shloka. Say for example, for some reason, mother in the late pregnancy, that is 7th, 8th, 9th month, it is always happy and jovial. The child also will be happy and jovial. For some other reason, she is under stress and she cries. The same influence will be there on the child. It also becomes stressful and it also becomes a crying child. She is too angry and loses her temper in the late pregnancy, that is 7th, 8th, 9th month. The child also becomes irritated. It also will follow the same procedure what the mother has done. Whatever mother does during this late pregnancy will have a great influence on the psychology and functioning of the child also, the brain of the child also in the womb. That's what it says. Now this point is very, very important for our Simantonnayana. That's why during Simantonnayana, we give the guidance to the pregnant lady to lead a good and pious life as far as possible. Be happy, have positive attitude, discuss about good things, see good, listen to good things, auspicious things, think positively. Because what you do, the same thing will have an impression on the child. Therefore, whatever you do now is crucial because it has an influence on the child. You do something wrong, if you lie, that lying attitude will get influence on the child. If you cry, it will cry. If you are under stress, that also experiences that stress. If you are violent, the same violence will get influence on the child. Same thing. Whatever you do, it will have an influence on it. So if you want the child to be pious, noble and intelligent, you also have to lead such a life. Of course, always, particularly and specifically during late pregnancy. So this is what we get out of this Veda mantra. Then we have got one, this Sushruta shloka. Then we have got one more thing, the same thing, explained in a different way, but this is in Manusmriti. This is Manusmriti. Yadrusham bhajate nari, Yadrusham bhajate nari, Sutam sute tatha vidham. Sutam sute tatha vidham. Tasmat tatha vidham, one vertical line. Tasmat praja vishuddhyartham. Tasmat praja vishuddhyartham striyam rakshet prayatnataha. Tasmat praja vishuddhyartham striyam rakshet prayatnataha. Two vertical lines and the end of it. This is from Manusmriti 9.9. Manusmriti 9.9. The meaning is the same. During late pregnancy, whatever is the attitude and lifestyle of the mother, the same thing will be emulated by the same thing will be repeated by the child. So it's our duty to deliberately protect the late pregnant lady so she will involve herself in good things and not in bad things. This have to take care of and deliberately observe and monitor it, because the whole impact will be there on the child. So one who has to protect the child, Raja Vishuddhyartham, and to cleanse the child, that's his attitude and moods, a better thing. We have to deliberately protect the pregnant mother, and that will have an influence on it. It's from Manu. When I'm speaking of Manu, I want to give one clarification, then we'll proceed. I've been telling from the beginning that our ultimate proof is always Veda, and is called as Parama Pramana, proof ultimate. So whatever is said in Veda, it is taken as it is, without any further questioning or without any further disputing it. That's our Parama Pramana. We need one. If we want proof for everything, then I want a proof for A I want B, for B I want a proof, when for B I want another proof. So it continues and it becomes what is known as anavastha. Anavastha means we cannot settle it. So at one point we have to say, fine, this is my ultimate thing. So whatever is said here, I will take it unquestionably. I said unquestionably. But you can test it. It's not without testing. What is said in Vedas, you can always experiment, test and find out its validity. No problem at all. All those things are allowed. But still, we take, after all that, it gets proved, and because of that only we say Veda is an ultimate proof for everything. Parama Pramana. And another sentence I will make, only by first-hand study we will understand it. That is, it is given by not a human being, not by a human brain. It is from a super consciousness it has come. This you know only when you study the Vedas and Veda mantras in detail, with all its structures and other things, embedded things. Then we will know what it is. Until we do it first hand, we will not be able to understand the depth of the Vedic knowledge. Okay. So Vedas are considered as ultimate proof for anything, right or wrong, good or bad, true or false. That's what we take it. All other things, I repeat, all other things. When I say Veda, Veda Samhita, that is Yajurveda, Rigveda, Samveda, Atharvaveda, totaling to some 20,000 odd mantras. So that I put it in the frame. That is ultimate. Anything else beyond that Veda Samhita, we call it as Parataha Pramana. Parataha Pramana. It is not a proof by itself. It's not self-evident. Only the Samhita Bhaga of the four Vedas is considered self-evident. That also can be verified. But finally we get the answer that it is self-evident. Parama Pramana. Then all other things, we call it as Parataha Pramana. That is, they need some proof. We cannot take them on its face value. From where we get the proof? Again, we go to Parama Pramana. Whatever is said in the Veda Samhita, it is in accordance with it. If it is in tune with it, we take it. If it is not, we just leave it. It is applicable to every literature, every religious text, every epic, everything, whatever is there. But for the basic Veda Samhita Bhaga. Veda Samhita Bhaga is self-evident. All other things in the universe is all considered as Paratha Pramana. If it's in tune with that Veda Samhita, we take it, otherwise we don't take it. And it's a wonderful revelation, it's a wonderful discovery what has been done. Because whatever is there in the Veda Samhita Bhaga, which I am calling as Parama Pramana, it is true for all times, is true everywhere, is true for every person, and it is sovereign, I cannot change it. These four qualities we find it in that Veda Samhita. I am not just boasting, it is verifiable. It's verifiable. Anyhow, we have been saying so many mantras. So when we are seeing so many Veda mantras, every time, or most of the time, I ask you, is it for any one clan? Is it for any one nation? Is it for some fixed time? I've been asking you these questions. No, it's for all times, for all people, at all places, and we cannot alter it. That is the main feature and quality of the Veda Samhita. All other things what we have got, they have to be in tune with, they have to fall in line with what is said in the Veda Samhita Bhaga. Then we take it. Every other thing belongs to the second category. Veda is into the first category. Why I am telling this is, okay, somebody says, it is said in Upanishad. Can we take it as a proof? No. Because it should match with, it should be in tune with, it should not contradict what is said in the basic Veda Samhita. If it contradicts, even if it is quoted from Upanishad, it has no value. Sir, it is said in Brahmana Grantha. No, not a proof. It should be said in the Vedas. Veda Samhita Bhagavad. I quote something from Bhagavad Gita. Fine, fine. If it is in tune with the Veda Samhita, it is acceptable. It is not in tune with Veda Samhita, it is not acceptable. You may be led astray. Sir, it is said in Manusmriti. Okay. Whatever is said in the Manusmriti, if it is in tune with whatever is said in the Vedas, acceptable. Otherwise, even if it is said in Manusmriti, we don't take it. Our guiding scale or our the touchstone is the Veda Samhita Bhaga. Veda Samhita Bhaga is ultimate. If anything is passed by Veda Samhita Bhaga, we take it. Otherwise, we leave it. Whatever it is. From anywhere we have got it. Aranyakas are there, we don't take it. Darshana Shastras are there, we don't take it. It is not in tune with the Veda Samhita. Because the main reason is, apart from the Veda Samhita, what I am referring is Parama Pramana, all other things are the products of human brain. Whereas Veda Samhita is a product of super consciousness. That makes all the difference. The technical term, what you use it, whatever is in the Veda Samhita, we call it Apaurusheya. Apaurusheya. Apaurusheya means not from the human brain. It's not a product of the human brain. However intelligent the human brain is, it has got its own limitation. Whereas when I say Apaurusheya, the knowledge of that power, that Vishwa Chetana is infinite. That's why we call that Chetana, whose product is the basic Veda, as omniscient, Sarvajna. Omniscient. Not to be believed, it's all verifiable, not to be believed. It can all be verified. And only after verification we can take it. There's no bounds. But whatever is a creation of the human brain, human mind, has got its own limitations. Because the human being has got limitations. That is, it depends on tools like Shariri Indriya Manas and the limit of the tool is definitely is there for the soul. It's not unlimited, it's not infinite, it's not omniscience. It's intelligence, great intelligence. I'm not disputing it, but it's not omniscience. Omniscience is the quality of only that Vishwa Chetana Shakti. So, all other things, it may be Manu, I may have quoted from Manu, I might have quoted from Sushruta, I may have quoted from another Upanishad, I might have quoted from Ramayana, I might have quoted from Mahabharata, I might have quoted from Quran, I might have quoted from Bible, doesn't matter, doesn't matter. These are all products of human brain. This is called as Paurusheya. Paurusheya. Apaurusheya is self-evident, Parama Pramana, and Paurusheya is dependent on that, and it matches with it, you take it, otherwise you reject it. For us, the measuring rod, the yardstick, is the Apaurusheya Veda. So, if I have quoted from Manusmriti, it doesn't mean that everything said in Manusmriti is acceptable. No. If I quoted from Ramayana, it doesn't mean that whole Ramayana is acceptable as it is. If I quote from Upanishad, it doesn't mean every Upanishad and everything is okay. No. Only that part which matches with the Vedic thoughts, they are only acceptable. Others cannot be accepted. I'll give one more reason why. All other things, Purusheya, whatever I have been telling, maybe Ramayana, Bharata, Upanishad, Brahmana Grantha, or maybe Bhagavad Gita, Quran, Bible, anything. But for the basic Veda Samhita Bhaga, all other things which are classified under Purusheya are susceptible for interpolation. When I say interpolation, understand it? Somebody, they think something and add on to it. And over a period, we will not know which is the original, what has been added. This we call it as interpolation. Some twist, whatever sentence is remove it and put their own sentence. Some, because they are not interested in it, they just delete it and print it. They delete it and propagate it. So three things we call it. One we call it as the prakshepa. Prakshepa is a technical for interpolation, to add on something. Prakshepa. Pathantara. Pathantara is replacing what is there with something of our own. Originally it is not there. For example, Ramayana. Ramayana written by Valmiki, we know it. In Ramayana, Valmiki would have written some sentence. I am not happy with it personally. I remove that sentence and put another sentence of mine. Over a period, people understand that line was written by Valmiki. But Valmiki never wrote it. It's somebody like me who has written it. This is called as Pathantara, replacement. What is said will be replaced by something of our own. Then the last one, what I said, is Grantha Pata. Grantha Pata. Deleting something from the original. Because I am not happy with it. Delete it and propagate it. So over a period, people will think it is not a part of that book, maybe Ramayana or Mahabharata or whatever it is. Grantha Pata. Prakshepa, Pathantara, Granthapata. Three things we have got. It is an assault on any literature which is Purusheya, which has happened, which has been happening now also. So we cannot vote say for the originality of what is there in the book. Is it original? We are not able to find out. It could be, or it could be interpolation, it could be Granthapata, or it could be Pathantara. You don't have any method to distinguish and differentiate it. Now last question. Why this would not have happened to Vedas, which is Apaurusheya? Or that also somebody could have done in Veda Samhita? They could have removed, they could have distorted, or they could have added something. It is not possible for Veda Samhita. I repeat, it is impossible to do it for Veda Samhita. What's the reason? Because it has got 6 embedded protective system in it, which is very, very unique for that Vedas, Veda Samhita. You don't find it anywhere in anything in the world. I have not come across. My teacher has not come across. He has studied for 115 years. Vedas, still he is alive. He is around 26 years. His teacher has researched for so many years. His teacher has searched for that. Maybe if I put a total, it will be more than 3 to 4 centuries of research. And still, we have not found any text, any source of knowledge as foolproof as this Veda Samhita. It's not just a statement, it is a statement based on nearly 400 years of research. Of course, if you go back also, we never find any reference as to such interpolations or things in the Apaurushaya part. Because it has got, I repeat, 6 embedded. When I say embedded, it is along with it. It's not something which you have put later. Embedded 6 protective systems, which is functional and visible even today. I didn't get your name, sorry. Your name. I'm not able to listen.
Yeah, I am Shrikant.
Shrikant.
Yeah.
Okay. So these embedded systems are there. I have discussed with these to their old students. I don't know whether you are listening to or not. I know you are welcome to the class. And the 6.
Thank you.
Yes, please. So the 6 embedded systems what we have got, which protect the genuinity and originality of the Vedic text. You can just make a note. Shiksha, Vyakarana, Chandas, Shiksha, Vyakarana, Chandas, Nirukta, Jyotisha, Kalpa. Nirukta, Jyotisha, Kalpa. To make it simple, Shiksha is phonetics, the way we pronounce it. There is a system for it. If I pronounce it in the right way, it gives the right meaning. If I pronounce it wrongly, the meaning will get distorted. So I have to pronounce the Veda mantras in a specific method only. I am not free to pronounce it. I am not free to chant it as I like. I don't have any freedom. That system is embedded in it. Vyakarana, rules of grammar. This I have discovered. This I have discovered over centuries, and it is very clear these are the systems which work in the grammatical systems which work in the Vedas. Nirukta or Chandas. Chandas is metrical signs. The number of letters in a line, the number of letters in a mantra, all these are defined well. If I remove one letter from, not word, one letter from it, the count will go. If I add one letter, it becomes extra. Then and there, immediately it becomes conspicuous. And I will know something has been added or something has been removed. So perfect is the system. Nirukta. Nirukta is thesaurus, glossary, or the etymology, all put in one. That's Nirukta. So how a Vedic word has to be understood and on what lines, it has been explained in detail. And that is the Shastra, what is called as Nirukta. Shiksha, Vyakarana, Chandas, Nirukta. Then Jyotisha. So Jyotisha is a confusing word because today this Jyotisha word is used for astrology. But this Jyotisha, what is said in the Veda as Vedanga, is not astrology, It is mathematics and astronomy. Let us be very clear about that. These people have borrowed that word from Veda and using it for something which is a nonsense. It is not rational. It's not rational. Okay, we can have a different discussion for that it is rational or not, how it is logical or not. That we can see. But it's nonsense. To believe or not to believe, to take it or not, okay, question mark, you put it and we will discuss later. So, this Jyotisha, what is said as Vedanga, is definitely not astrology, but astronomy and mathematics. Some calculations are there, some systems are there, mathematical systems are there, some patterns are there which protect the Vedanga, the Veda. That is Apaurushaya. Vedanga mantras are protected by this system. Then Kalpa is the application part of it. As you got today also science and technology. Science is pure science, technology is application of it. In the same way, the theoretical part is all these things and the application part of it is the Kalpa. So whatever we study, whatever theory we have got, finally it should be applicable, it should be practical. So if there is some practical difficulty, it means something is wrong with the theory. So theory, whatever you have got, is confirmed by experimentation and application. That part is Kalpa. In a nutshell. So because all these 60 systems are embedded in the basic Veda Samhita, it can never be corrupted. It can never be distorted. Nothing can be interpolated. Because these systems are protecting it. If something is added by somebody, it will not fall in line with any one of these. Maybe Vyakarana will find it out something is wrong here, or Chandas will find out something is wrong there, or the mathematical calculation, so it is not fitting there. So the odd man out will be visible and conspicuous immediately when something is distorted. We throw it out. If something is removed also, it becomes conspicuous. We will be able to know it immediately because of these methods. So nothing can be added, deleted or replaced. That's how it is protected. This nature of protection, this scientific way of protection, this rational way of protection is not there in anything in the world but Vedas. So what we do is, we take Vedas as ultimate proof, Parama Pramana, and whatever is in tune with it, we take it. What is not tuned with it, we will not take it. Another very important thing, why we take Vedas as the ultimate proof, is it never discriminates. Very important thing. It never discriminates. Whatever is said in this Veda Samhita is for all human beings, all. ALL, all human beings. It never says it's for this group, it's for this country, it's for people during this time. It never differentiates. It's for male, it's not for female, or this for female, it's not for... No, it never differentiates. It never discriminates on the basis of caste, creed, race, nationality, gender, nothing. It's for all human beings. This universality is not found in any other religion or religious text. That's all the difference. In all other religious texts, in all other sources of knowledge, prescribes only those who believe it's for them. It's only for people who follow these things shall be ruled by these things. It never says it's for all. Vedas says it's for all. Whether you accept it or not, it's applicable to you. That's the style it speaks. So take other religions. You are an Advaiti only when you follow Shankara and accept his principles. Just for example. If you don't accept the principles of Advaita, you are not a follower of Shankara. So Shankara's philosophy, Shankara's Advaita is only for those who accept those principles and revere Shankara. If you revere Allah and follow the instructions, you are a Muslim. You start questioning it, then you are not a Muslim. You are going into blasphemy, and you're punishable. Such a thing is not there in Vedas. It says it's for all. Whether you accept it or not, I'm not bothered. It's for you. If you want to lead a better life, take the ideas and do it. It's open for you. Nobody restricts you. Nobody can restrict you. But today that is happening. Some say it's only for Indians, it's only for Hindus, it's only for Brahmins, it's only for men and not for women. Women are not supposed to read Vedas, study Vedas. They are all bogus. It's not there in the Vedas. It's their own creations. The reality is it's open for all. Anybody who want to improvise their life, improve the quality of their life, yes, they can get hints from Veda, follow it and be happy and make others also happy. It's so open. This openness is not there anywhere in any other religion, what they call, or any other source of knowledge or any other scriptures in the world. That's the uniqueness of the Vedas. Because of all those things, of course, there are many other things also. Because of all those things, we take Veda as the ultimate proof, Parama Pramana, and whatever is there other than this, we take it as Parata Pramana. So it is dependent on, it should be proved. It's not self-evident. Vedas are self-evident, other things have to be proved, of course with the help of the self-evident source. Then we take it. So all this came because of Manusmriti, what I quoted. That Manusmriti, what I quoted, is valid only when it is supported by the Veda mantra or the Vedic knowledge. If it's not supported Vedic knowledge, even if it is from Manusmriti, we discard it. Even it is from Bhagavad Gita, we discard it. Even it is from Bible, we don't take it. Even it is from Quran, we don't take it. So our yardstick, our touchstone is the ultimate self-evident Veda Samhita. I repeat, ultimate proof for us is the Veda Samhita and what is said in that. And how do you understand Veda Samhita? How do you understand the Veda mantras? Just now I said, in the light of the 6 Vedangas, Shiksha, Vyakarana, Chandas, Nirukta, Jyotisha, Kalpa. They are the embedded systems. They protect it, at the same time, they help us understand them. If we look through the eyes of these 6 Vedangas, we get the right and perfect meaning of the Veda mantras. If I miss it, I will not. If I start interpreting the Veda mantra, yes, we have got a very big span. I interpret in my own way, you interpret in your own way, somebody interprets in their own way. There will not be any uniformity. Standardization. The standardization, which you think is a later concept, is there in the Vedas. How a Veda mantra should be understood, how a Veda mantra should be referred to, is given in the 6 Vedangas. In those, like, if I do it, what you understand and what I understand, what anybody understands will be the same. Such standardization is there. Wonderful standardization. Wonderful uniformity. That's why it becomes reliable. That's why it becomes our ultimate proof. Manu, okay, as long as it matches with it. Ramayana, okay, as long as it is in tune with the Veda Samhita. Anything is okay. Even if it's from Bible, if it matches with that, fine. For example, in Bible it says, respect your parents and take care of your father and mother. Excellent. This matches with the Veda mantras. It matches the Vedic concepts. We take it. Then in Quran it says, don't lend money, don't charge heavy interest, be generous, be charitable. Fine. It falls in tune with what is said in the Veda Samhita. We take it. Maybe it's from Quran. It doesn't matter. For our discussion, source is not important, but the truth content in it is more important. And which is the yardstick to find out which is truth and which is not truth? Veda Samhita is ready. So that's why when I spoke of Manusmriti and gave quotation from Manusmriti, I wanted to give so much of clarification. Just because I quoted from Manusmriti, it doesn't mean that everything written by Manu is perfect. No. Only that part which is in tune with that I have quoted, and that is receivable, that is acceptable. Then we have got So in total, on the base of the Veda mantra, we have got Ayurveda, which is called as Upaveda. It's a subsidiary of the Veda. That is whatever thoughts are given in Veda has been elaborated in Ayurveda, keeping in mind the lifestyle and the differences what we find in our lifestyle and maybe disease conditions, other things. Everything is included there. Greater explanation is given, so we call it as an Upaveda. It has drawn all this material from the basic Veda Samhita. So on this basis, we have understood now that the period from 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th month, it is very crucial and sensitive, and the pregnant lady and the environment around her has to be deliberately, diligently, we have to monitor it. Because whatever is done during that period will have a great influence on the child in the womb. That is not visible, it will be there. That becomes visible after the child comes out. And if you observe its nature, it can correlate to what would have happened in the 7th, 8th, and 9th, and 10th month. So she has to be protected. The pregnant lady during this period has to be protected a lot and should be given good things to see, good things to listen, good things to talk, good things to think. And the environment should be maintained in such a humane way so that all that influence will be there on the child. And what instructions are given, how should be done, that is the next ritual part of it. The ritual or the right part of it is there. That's called as Simantonayana, and I call it as the Samskara. And sufficient introduction has been given in the last few classes. And next time, we'll go straight into the mantras which are employed, which are used and discussed during Simantonayana. So that the purpose what we said just now, discussed just now, is achieved. That is Simantonayana Samskara. Whatever you do for the betterment and improvement of the mindset of the child through the mother while it is still in the womb. So strictly speaking, the education and the personality development of the child starts in the 7th, 8th, 9th month in the womb of the mother, not after its birth. We have started it already. So how we do, what are the things that the pregnant lady and the people around her should know, and how it influences the child. I got mantras. We'll look into it in the next class. That is, format is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for me, and Thursday night for you. Where do you stay, Shrikant? Where do you stay?
Yeah, I'm in Houston, Texas.
Huh?
Houston, Texas.
Okay, fine. So, what's your time zone?
Central time.
Same thing as Goswami has.
No.